Sorry, I don't know that the live went without audio. I'm very sorry. So we're going to talk about the recent YouTube monetization policy that has been changed. And if you ask me, I will say it is not actually. Also recently, few days back, where we're going to talk about a recent change in monetization policy and now YouTube. Let's look at it this way. Why are these two giant platforms where they held the strong pattern for uh, greater economics are changing policy at the same time? Why now? Probably because of AI. It is not just about changing policy. Mind you, YouTube says that they want to increase the revenue of their creators. The same thing with X. They says that creators are going to earn much more than how they used to earn before. And that should be the reason why they are now changing their policy. So now, if you are a new creator, you wanted to start on YouTube, you have to know that you double your work instead of doing only if you're posting one video, if you plan to be posting one video, it is quite advisable you started posting two video. Why? Because the monetization threshold from YouTube now jumped from 4,000 watch hours within 1 year to over 8,000 watch hours within 1 year. Within that threshold of 1,000 subscribers, this is exactly what they're not touching. And then if you are doing short video, then you are going to need to have 20 million watch hours within 90 days instead of 10. This is exactly the changes. There are a lot of things that have changed, like YouTube says that they're going to expand their YouTube Premium Lite to other parts of the country. That means more subscribers for their YouTube Premium Lite program. And then here is what is going to happen. If you have someone, if your followers, right? If you have followers that are subscribed to YouTube Premium, you're going to earn some part from that subscriptions. So now YouTube are saying that they wanted to expand the YouTube Premium Lite. That is the lower versions of YouTube Premium to most country. That means we're going to have a lot of people subscribing for YouTube Premium Lite, and probably if you have a lot of subscribers or followers on your account, on your channel, you may actually have those people subscribing for YouTube Premium, and that part of subscriptions may actually get you may actually earn from whatever they're subscribing from. But the problem is not this. What is actually going on? Why are they changing policy at this stage? So listen to me. We used to have we used to have less content on YouTube. People don't used to pay attention to content creations. Actually, people don't used to pay attention to writing content. All they went there is to go and check anything related to their maybe business, to watch a video and move out. But these days, a lot of people are bringing in their business online. A lot of people are bringing in their mind back to writing content. And you cannot blame them, because a lot of things, and AI is actually making these parts to be very easy. Yes, creations of content, it has been in mass adoption. AI is actually making this part and AI is actually making this part very, very easy. Yes, a lot of people now just look at sit down with either chat GTP, cloud, and they'll start asking, hey, chat GTP, I want to start YouTube. And before you know it, chat GTP will start giving them advice and any kind of form of advice. Chat GTP is going to give them advice, and things started to be getting like, and another person will come tomorrow. Hey, chat GTP, I want to start a YouTube channel. Chat GTP will give them the same idea they give to this person. So, and this AI, and this AI is in front of us as a result of smartphone. There are massive numbers of smartphone in hands of people. Actually, people have access to internet. People have access to mobile phone. Millions of people have access to AI, and everybody's attention is now shifting back to creating content. Before you know it, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Instagram, the X, they have massive garbage numbers of video they call content. Generic content that is actually not even content that is not even educative. Of course, if you are a YouTube, you're going to start thinking, what is going on? AI is a very good thing, but why are people using it in this way? Why are people trying to abuse it? I see this a lot on X, and I'm a kind of person that whenever I started to see something, I have to think, sit down and reason a lot. Why is this actually happening? Why this look like a problem? This looks like a problem that should be taken care of. So if I'm going to think like this, what do you think that the owner of X and YouTube are going to think? Because someone will just go and pick an idea, then give it to, or a trending topic, then give it to AI. When they give it to AI, and they'll ask this AI to generate over 50 posts across that idea, and they'll come and be posting this 50 posts daily, like this, minute by minute. This happen a lot on X, and you see that people are using a lot of rage bait. Someone will say something, and you click on that thing, and you find out that it was not actually what they are saying. I think they do this a lot to me on X. But sometimes I will be angry, like, why are these people behaving immature? Like, what did you want? What did they want? But what are they after? They were actually after the revenue payments, because if they get a lot of massive impressions, they're probably going to get a lot of money. So people have started to be bringing, there's no much useful information on most of this social media again. All it was there is engagement farming. So X now hit us immediately with monetization change policy. Before on X, before you get monetized, or you get into the creator revenue programs, you will have to need like you have to need 500. I think, yes, it's somewhere around 500 verified followers, which is very easy to achieve that. And then you're gonna get your to be of age, and then you have to be a premium subscribers. Then the most important part of it is that you have to hit 5 million impressions you have to hit 5 million impressions within 3 months. Yes. And now X say no, they're not going to do it like this again, because people are seriously gaming the system. You know, with these 5 million impressions, if you are lucky enough, you go and comment under any trending topic, then you make a comment at a time, you can actually get the 5 million impressions with a single comment. Then with that, people started to spamming comment. One single person is going to do thousands numbers of comments on X, thousands numbers of comments on X per day. So can you ask yourself this question? Is this person actually sleeping on X or what? I keep asking myself this question. So when I started building my X account, that was 2024. I started doing crypto on that channel. I'm telling you that I was seriously affected with eye problem because all my psychology, all my thought, all my life, things I've posted a lot of things to grow up my channel, to grow off my X account so much that I started doing 300, 400 comments, and all those people that have big accounts started feeling like gods ahead of us. Nobody is ready to even check if you're actually producing quality content. All they're after is, are you really commenting a lot? And that's become a problem. People just So, with this kind of mindset, of course, this platform has to think of ways to find out or ways to stop, of ways to actually stop this nonsense. This is why X say no. They're going to make sure that if you are watching, if you are making a post, it should be a very very quality post that you are posting, not that kind of post. And so they remove the comments impressions in count and now bring in, instead of 5 million impressions for monetizations, they now say is 500,000. And that 500,000, you're going to get it exactly from original content. And this is exactly my reason. This is exactly what makes me to think that, yeah, I can actually, this is actually what made me to start thinking that, of course, this platform, they're not actually after monetization only. They just want to sensitize their platform. And we saw that they call it monetization policy. And we saw that now with YouTube. They says they want to increase YouTube revenue. Guys, this is not what is going to happen. So if you are a creator, if you're actually a creator, I will give you an advice. Make sure, make sure you go and look at what you are producing in your content, because these policies, these people are trying to make a standard in creator economic world, right? You cannot just come and start putting a lot of content on YouTube. You bump it with different kind of you bump the YouTube channel with different kind of content. You just sit down in front of your phone and unnecessary you generate unnecessary content that has no value, and you start posting daily on YouTube. You expect someone to go and watch. And one thing that many people do a lot is that they will steal content from others. They will steal content from other creators and start reproducing it as their own. Or they call it clipping these days. They'll say clipping. People, if you search clipping on YouTube, you will see things like that. This is called stealing, unless if the owner of the content is the one that gave you permission to actually clip his content and make it yours. There's one thing that is actually happening that I've just finished doing a content on YouTube automation, because I promised my community that I will experiment on YouTube automation. This topic, it has been in trend for more than 2 years. And now when AI is taking a lot of positions, YouTube automation is trying to become a huge way people are gaming this system. So I have a friend on X. He will always flaunt his win. He will be flaunting, this is how I win, like this is what I earn, this is my earnings on YouTube for the past. He started YouTube channel when nobody. He started YouTube channel when we are on X, and then the getting payment on X had started to become so hard. Then he go back to YouTube, and then when he go back to YouTube, he actually come and make announcement. On X, everything is just a content, and that's how the life of content creator. So when you go back to X, he make a content and post it, Before you know it, he started producing content. We don't know the kind of content he was producing, but he says it is actually YouTube automation. So if he is producing YouTube automation as a content, what kind of content is he doing? What is the name of the channel? This person he is never ready to share. He's never ready to share the name of the channel for us to go and verify if what he's saying is actually the truth. But guess what? He will always come out and say that, yeah, this is what kind of views he's getting. He keeps sharing his progress. He keeps sharing his progress until we came to finally realize that he gets monetization. Within less than 2 months, he gets to monetize his channel, and he said it's an automated YouTube channel. And so when he monetized his channel, he started to be getting revenue, because definitely for a channel to get monetized within 2 months, it probably means that that channel is generating massive amount of traffic. But unfortunately, what is the name of the channel? Bro, it's not ready to share. So he keeps now the update is what he's earning daily, weekly, and monthly within few months of getting monetized. So when he started sharing this, I got people ask him a lot of questions on the comment sections. Bro, what is the niche? He will say it is YouTube automation. Oh, sorry, YouTube automation. Then, bro, can you share the channel? Let's go and check. Bro, we started saying that this is he will come off with a lot of excuse. Up to today, he never shares his channel's name, but he keeps sharing the revenue he's getting, which is kind of crazy. And then I was like, if this part is actually getting money, let me go and do some research. So I go ahead and go to YouTube and do a lot of research. When I do research on YouTube, this is where I get people are doing clipping, people are doing YouTube automations. But if you watch some YouTube automations video, my guy, you guys, you're going to cry now. It's going to be very cool. So you feel like crying. So I said, okay, now let me go and test this thing. So when I make an attempt to test it, and this is where it came out with some negativity. I just feel like this is not what I actually want. I mean, this is not worth checking. This is not cool. Saying I go ahead, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this thing, and I forget about it. So I asked myself, why is this guy getting that attention to his channel? What kind of channel is he actually like? What kind of channel he's actually got? What kind of niche, and where is he getting his own automated content? He's not ready to share. And this is the problem we're facing a lot with YouTube recently. They bombard YouTube with different kind of content. So here's my advice to you. If you're going to start a YouTube channel today, you see, I'm trying to say that this is not the end of changing policy on creator economic. This is just the beginning. Yes, you have to believe it. This is just the beginning. Creator economics policy is going to be harder, harder, harder day by day. They are not going to stop here, because what is their purpose? If you work harder, you're going to get reward. But if you game the system, you're going to get what you actually work for. So if you want to start YouTube channel today, do not allow any policy to scare you. You can actually start. You can start today and then keep improving. But what you need to be very careful with is that stop too much depending on AI. Use AI to speed up your work. Use AI to reshape your content, to share idea. But the moment you started thinking of using AI to actually you started using AI to actually do everything, You will be the first target because I am seeing people dropping generic content on all these platforms. I'm seeing them as the targets this platform are after, not actually anybody. This is why they start with, we want to increase creator revenue. And once they increase that creator revenue, what do you think will happen? Do you think you will just go ahead and start filling in and you start giving them content that people are not watching, people are not interested in? And someone will sit down and do a lot of heavy work and you earn more than that person? It's not going to be possible now. So if you're going to start content today, try as much as possible to make AI your aid. Make sure that AI is just helping you. It's just there to aid, helps, and reshapes your thinking. Then instead of spending 10 hours of work, you now spend 5 hours. Or instead of spending 5 hours, you're now spending 2 hours or three. And this is the best part of AI. Yes, it is to make sure that it helps you. It helps you to reduce those much of time you are putting into creating content. Not to use it. YouTube, they are actually exactly. YouTube are not going to take it. Yes, if they increase their revenue and they bring another policy, and someone is, you are just generating content with a lot of AI guide, and you just believe that you're gonna pass through it. It's not gonna be possible, guys. So work on your content and don't mind any policy changing. Work on your content. Try to be originality because we are having YouTube is receiving millions of content daily on their platform, and of course there should be a time that will start filtering out the generic content, those content that are not important, those content that has less effort, and then they will filter it out. This is exactly what they're after. If they increase this revenue, then you wait for what is coming. But before that thing will come and consume you, you have to prepare. Get ready, prepared, so that you'll be at the safe side. Yes, when creating content becomes cheap, then this is where originality is going to be very, very important. Originality is going to be very important in the sense that all this content created by AI, generic, we call it generic, it has no human touch, but you created, you sit down and use AI to write your content and all these things, and you started you started somewhere. Where are you starting? You sit down, you go through the content, you do everything. Even if this thumbnail, if you go through my channel, a lot of thumbnail I'm doing on my channel. If you go through it, actually, if I gave instructions of the kind of thumbnail they're going to generate, I used to pick some of this thumbnail and recreate it myself. Yes, because most of them they have this generic thought that you see it, especially on your body, they'll collaborate it so perfectly and they'll make the work so perfect. So I'll sit down and say, okay, do this thing or do this thing. If I see it's going to take a lot of time or it's going to waste my time before I even reach to conclusion, then I'll just pick the picture and recreate the same thing. Or I added some features I wanted it to add, and then I will tell this chat GTP, let's do this thing, let's collaborate this. And that's how I'm using AI to create my thumbnail. I don't allow it to do everything. And then secondly, let's talk about AI. So guys, when I say AI, we'll be talking about AI, YouTube. We're talking about AI content creator. Why am I going to talk about AI and I make it so serious like this? It was this. People like to use AI a lot, and people are making crazy amount of money. So I'm going to talk about Spotify. I come across one news today where Spotify are saying that they're going to make sure that they will actually like they'll probably have to label AI content on their platform as AI to make people know that this content, this video, this music they are listening, it was actually created using AI. You see, but labeling my content as an AI isn't the problem. Now, why are they doing this? Because people are now actually getting crazy amount of attention back to AI. Yes, they're getting crazy amount of attention back to AI. So they will be like, we see a lot of music. You can go and search YouTube. Yes, YouTube and any other platform trending on social media. All this music was actually created. It was actually generated using AI, and it is topping the charts on Spotify and other music platform. And they started saying that they want to label it as AI content. All I know is that people are listening to this music because it's touching their soul, because it's sending message to them. So even if you label it as AI, the only thing that changed there is that they know that this content is being generated with AI, and that's all. In as much as they enjoy it, and then it is okay. That is for people that actually know how to use AI to be creative, not people that want AI to do everything for them and their seats became dormant. So, guys, this is going to come soon. We have come to an end of our live sections. If you are just joining or you watch us from the beginning to end, I'm saying thank you, thank you, thank you a lot. Thank you very much. Then you can actually subscribe to this channel. Let's meet on our next live class. And I have a lot of video on my channel where I talk about YouTube automations, and I'm going to drop video on YouTube on the recent YouTube policy that it has been renewed. I'm going to talk in details there, and also we're going to talk about YouTube automations. So this live section is just getting started. Yes, this live session is just getting started, and I'm going to do it Monday, Thursday, preparable. If you have any comments, I have a post on my channel, community post. You can pick a topic we can talk about in our next video. You can ask your question there. I'm always available. I'm always online to get back to you. And secondly, whenever you feel like asking question, you can drop your comment under this video. If you're watching this video, thank you very much. If you're watching after the live went up, I'm also saying thank you very much. See you in my next one. Peace. Oof.